Hey Jesse, hey man, my name's Jamie Lambert, and in this video, I'm going to show you three things that you can start doing today that will help you start renting more dumpsters. Why in the heck do I do this? Well, because honestly, I'm an idiot to give this stuff away for free. But, I know most dumpster rental companies are too busy running the day-to-day business to worry about how Google searches can increase their dumpster rentals. So, sometimes the only hesitation on hiring somebody is they don't know who the expert is and who isn't. So I've found that by giving dumpster rental companies a free and easy attack plan of actual things that they can do today to start increasing their dumpster rentals have resulted in some of those companies seeing the value that I can bring to the table and want more info or even a customized SEO strategy from me. So if at the end of this video you can see the value that I can bring to the table and increase your dumpster rentals, I'll have a link in the email to schedule a call for a more detailed look in your business. Or you can simply take this action yourself with a free attack plan, and that works for me too. So Jesse, let's take a look at your online presence, and again, as we know that you don't have a website, which is fine, and I know we discussed this a while back, but what I did is I just got pulled up here your Facebook page, which is what you kind of on your online presence now, and what we're going to look at today in this video, just to kind of give you an idea of what's out there, is I use this paid tool called Eris. We pay a couple $100 a month for it, but if I search dumpster rental Columbus, you can see that there's a monthly search volume of about 1,300 a month. And if we look at this from a Google perspective, like when a client searches, you'll see most of the time right here, Google ads will come up. And, most clients will pass this by. Even if these aren't handled properly, you can dump a bunch of money and waste a bunch of money if you don't have a website that's converting. And then you'll see the Google map pack, the big three. And this is where, 40% of the call clicks come from. And citations is a valuable asset to go get to make this possible. And right now you're sitting at about on like the third page of this search on Google, on the Google business profile. So I'll touch on the citations here in a second, but it's very vital to leverage yourself into the top three. And then you have the organic listing, organic search, and these sites are getting 60% of the clicks. And content with buyer intent keywords and backlinks are the main ingredients to dominate this area. And as you can see, affordable dumpsters dominating this area. So, what I'll do is we'll go in and we'll look at, affordable dumpster, which is affordabledumping.com, and we'll look at this search, their organic keyword. As you can see, Jesse, they're getting 630 hits a month, just by being ranked second in that search. And then also, you ask how do they do that? And it's basically a combination of three things. 1,400 words, 429 buyer intent keywords that Google's recognizing them for, and 335 powerful and authoritative backlinks. So just by getting a site with some content and some buyer intent keywords correctly on your site, grabbing some powerful citations and copying and dominating your competition's backlinks will start moving your site up in the Google Map Pack and the organic rankings. And this is not about affordable dumpster being smarter than everybody else. It's just about leveraging three core pillars, for the Google robots to see. One is content, two citations, and three is backlinks. So you're thinking this guy promised a solution to all this for free, and I did. Basically, my business name's .com Digital Real Estate, and I chose that name for a reason. Your online presence is a valuable piece of digital real estate, and it's a very vital property that can take your business to where you dream of. So that free attack plan, here it is. Content is king. Google wants your site to be filled with buyer intent keywords that people are searching for. They want at least 1,500 words worth of content on your homepage. And they want it filled with wording that tells them what you do and where you do it. Just like your dumpsters, trucks, and employees tell the public what you do, you have to show what you do, what you have, and where you do it to Google. and you have to do it more powerful than your competition. And the second thing is citations. What information do you print on your dumpsters and your trucks? Name, address, and phone number. That's an online citation. Your NAP listed on online directories such as Google, Bing, Yelp, Merchant Circle, and so on. Your Google business profile that can grab up to 40% of the call clicks depends on citations a ton. Your competition normally in this niche has about 150 of them, and it looks like you have somewhere around 30. So what we would do is make sure you have at least 150 and then go grab another 50 or 100 just to be able to dominate your competition. Now, also, some type citations are more important than others, just like a billboard's more important than 100 yard signs. So by grabbing the more powerful and authoritative citations, you'll see a dramatic difference in your calls per month from your Google business profile. And last and certainly not least is your backlinks. You love referrals from your customers, correct? That's what a backlink essentially is. It is a referral from another site to yours. All backlinks are not created equal. Google loves quality over quantity and relevance to your dumpster rental business. So, a blog on a contractor's website pointing to you is a lot more important than one from Pizza Hut, because I don't think you want to deliver any pizza. So we would copy your competition's powerful backlinks and then go get another 50 just to make sure we're dominating them here as well. Again, the reason for this video is that I wanted to show you what's out there for you to move more dumpsters, not just tell you and you take my word for it like other marketing companies do. I want to take your online property and dominate your area. So if you found this video valuable for your business and you would like to talk more about getting to number one in the map pack and getting your website built, click the link in the email to schedule a deeper dive into your dumpster rental business. I want to get to know what you want with your business so we can figure out a custom strategy just for you. No obligation, just see if we fit together and add more value to you and your business. Thanks, Jesse. I appreciate your time watching this video and look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.